What's one skill that most new guards are lacking?
What's one skill that most new guards are lacking? I normally would say communication, but I'm going to say something different today. I think that it's perspective. I wanted to let that breathe for a second. Perspective is understanding the situation in a 360-degree view and also in the bigger scheme of things, right? So too often private security guards are operating in a black and white area, and I think that I understand why. There's not a lot of training that goes into private security. There's a very low barrier for entry. So when a private security guard is told, hey, your job is to enforce this boundary, no one should be loitering up against this building. Okay, no one should be loitering up against this building. I get that. But that doesn't mean that every time that you come around that corner and someone's sitting up against that building, you should operate from a no one should be loitering up against this building. What if this is the son of the CEO of the company that's in the building and he's on his cell phone talking to his friend? What if it's some random school mom who stopped to check her grocery list? You understand what I'm saying? There's different circumstances and situations where the heavy hand doesn't need to be used. I think too often, a lot of private security guards don't have enough perspective to look at something and go, okay, this is my directive, this is my post order, but in this specific circumstance, under these this situation, I don't need to respond this way. I don't need to be so heavy-handed. I don't need to be so black and white. That to me is probably one of the biggest things. And not having perspective, not being able to operate in nuance and ambiguity, it puts private security guards in a lot of situations that I think they don't necessarily have to find themselves in. But that comes with maturity, that comes with experience, that comes with understanding. And all of these things could be alleviated and kind of offset by more training, more attention to detail on the front end with the supervisors, the ownership, and those security guards. But unfortunately, we don't always get that. And so you end up having private security guards that just read the post order, they see it as the letter of the law, and then they respond to situations with too much gumption, too heavy-handed, and then things go south, and you guys start thinking of private security as a bunch of idiots that do too much. So generally it's communication, but in this case, I'm gonna say it's perspective. But what do you guys think? You drop your comments below. I can't talk today for some reason. What do you guys think? Drop your comments below, share them with me. Let's dialogue. Let me get some of that feedback. Do you think that perspective is the thing that private security guards are missing the most, or is it something else? Drop that comment. Let me know what you guys think. All right, be great.